Hi, welcome to Crazy Keri's Craft Time! Today we're celebrating Easter, you can tell by the ears, and I've brought in a special guest to help me today. It's Miss Sawyer Baby Bunny. Sawyer? Sawyer!
Oh,
there you are. Come sit down and join me. So today we're going to be making a washcloth bunny. So he has cute little ears, cute little googly eyes, a pink nose, and a little cute little tail. And what he's used for is to put some eggs in. You can use them as place settings for your table.
and even these tiny little eggs,
Yes, that's true. You can switch these out and put little eggs in.
which are delicious. I have to tell you, they're delicious.
Alright, so you can also not just make these for Easter, but you can also make them for baby gifts, like baby showers. You can do little pastel pink bunnies for girls, blue bunnies for boys, or if you don't know, you can do green and yellow.
Or maybe this purple color or the pink color.
Yes.
If it's a girl or boy, or if it's a boy or girl, you could do like yellow, orange, or any color.
That's true. So we're going to go through what materials you need to make it first. So this is an example, and it was our first bunny, so bear with us. It's a little, ears are a little lopsided and stuff like that, but we'll show you a few different things you can do with your bunny. So we went to the dollar store and we bought these extra soft, they're called microfiber cloths, and they are four for $2.50, and we thought that was a pretty good deal to make our washcloth bunny. But I also bought the traditional washcloths from the dollar store as well, and you can get two for $1.25, which are your regular washcloths. So we tried to pick up some bunny colors. We have yellow, blue, green, and kind of like a beigey brown kind of color.
Peachy kind. And all that in yesterday is Harper's.
Yes, so we also bought
My
some...
dad's name is Harper's and the last name is Brown.
Okay. So we also bought some googly eyes from Michael's, but you can also get them from the dollar store.
And we need
Both packages were $1.25. And yes, Sawyer, would you like to show the pink paper?
The pink paper.
Yeah.
I just didn't get the ball.
Okay, so the pink paper was used to kind of decorate the inside of his ears. We just added a little bit of color in there, and all we did was stick kind of those two pieces in, and I also made a little nose. But if you have little small pom-poms, you can make that as the nose. So it's up to you how you want to decorate him. That's what we did. We also bought from the dollar store, you can get these cotton balls from the dollar store, and you can get a big bag of them for $1.25. You can use that for his tail, or you can buy white pom-poms. We got these from Michael's, but also sold at the dollar store for his tail. And we used the pom-pom for this little guy here. And finally, if you didn't want to glue some of the things on, you could also sew the tails on. When sewing is good is if you want the person that you're giving the bunnies to, if it is gift and you made a whole bunch of little bunnies for the baby shower, for example, you could sew the cotton ball on, and that way all they have to do is cut the thread if they want to unveil the bunny and just use it as an actual washcloth, because it is a brand new washcloth, that sort of thing. And we also have ribbon, which is how we tied the bunny into the shape, which we'll show you how to do today.
Yes.
Did we cover everything, I think, besides glue? I think we're good to go. So let's make
What are the cotton balls for again?
his tail. Good question.
Because
Yeah, we said you could use cotton balls or pom-poms for the tail. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is lay your cloth out in a diamond shape. Oh, yeah, you can cut your tag off, so if there's any tags, we are going to roll them into the inside, but you never know which part is going to end up on the outside when it comes to the ears. So you definitely want to cut the tag off. Very good, Sawyer, for finding that tag. Let me,
These scissors don't.
they do work with paper.
Well, they don't work with that kind of paper.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So why don't we turn it this way? That way you know your little part of the tag here. So you're going to do a diamond shape. Very good. I'm going to do a diamond shape. Now we want to roll very tightly. So we're going to take the one corner. I'm going to move it up here so you can see. We're going to take this and roll it in. And as you're rolling, you want to kind of pull on it a little bit to make it as long as possible. Okay. Very good, Sawyer. I mean, helper baby bunny.
Well, My name is Sawyer, but I have a baby
Hmm.
too.
So you have a baby bunny?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm a teen.
gotcha.
Well, I'm a baby, but I have a best friend, baby.
Very nice.
Named Baby.
So you can see we have a roll.
What is it day?
Okay, well you want to go here. How about you hold this for me and I'll show you how to do this one. This one is even more flexible and actually might be nicer to use the microfiber because it has a bit more stretch in it, flexibility. So we want to make sure it's nice and tight. So you kind of roll it as you go. And you see how my fingers kind of pull out on the ends a little bit? Like this.
And you can see a close-up of the bunny right there.
Okay, make sure you hold that tight so it doesn't unravel, please. Very good girl. Good bunny. Good bunny. I love you. Squeeze you. I hug you. Okay. Okay, you want yours to be even. I made the mistake of my last bunny not doing it very even. So there you go. And hold that together like that. Okay. So now that you've rolled up your bunny,
Cute little bunny.
we're going to make sure that the part that unravels here, so you can see on this part, we'll make sure that it's on the bottom and kind of pressed in there because you don't want it to poke up at the top. That was another mistake I made with this bunny where his bottom kind of moves. So we're going to fold it in half like this and lay it down on the table. Now this is where we grab our ribbon. Oops, forgot to cut your ribbon first. I'm going to cut some ribbon. Piece for you.
I don't even need it.
And we picked yellow ribbon, but you can of course use any kind of pastel ribbon you
Because
want.
yellow is like a bright, sunny Easter egg color.
That's right. And it's kind of like having a bow in his hair. Funny.
Like
Love it.
tying your shoes.
So you're going to want to put the ribbon underneath his body, and then you're going to try and pull it up so it's somewhat even.
I don't
Now I've put it kind of a little bit less than halfway, so that basically this is the part where you're going to put your Easter eggs in, but you want enough to make his head and his ears stick out.
So wait, this much?
Maybe a little bit further down. Yeah. And then lay
But
it down.
wait, we don't want the ears to be too.
But you have to make his head out of there too. See his face? You need enough room to make his face and ears.
Okay, so
Okay.
maybe that. Okay. So
You can make it what you
is
want.
it
Every bunny
tying-
doesn't have to be exactly the same
is it
size.
tying your shoes?
Yeah, you might need some help there. That's okay.
I know how to tie my shoes.
You know what? You can help me if you want by holding your finger there. Put your finger on my
Yeah,
bunny
I
ribbon.
can't do this.
Okay, so what you have to do is kind of keep holding it down after you've tied it around. And then, oops, actually we're not doing a bow here. Sorry, we're just tying a knot here to make it tight. So we're just going to tie the ribbon to hold this part down. Easter sauce. Okay, so now we've kind of tied it around like that. Do you need help with yours, Miss Sawyer Bunny? The body together, that's all. You're gonna do a knot. It's like a knot.
And then later on, I'm gonna tie it.
That's right. There you go. There's yours.
Maybe
It actually, I like the microfiber better because it's a bit thinner, so it's not as bulky. It's easier to handle because it's stretchier. Okay, so now we're gonna turn ears a little bit so they face out, because this is going to be your face. You want to make sure that this opening of your ear is facing out that way. So watch. You're just going to turn them a little that way. See? This one's already facing out. For some reason, I guess just the way it's tied, one always, then it's going to be like that. So his ears are facing outwards, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so you're going to kind of face his ears outwards and then tuck him in like that. Pinch his ears together just so you can finish tying the ribbon. Okay, and that's where you bring the ribbon to the front here like this. So again, it's tied back there, pushing his ears down to make his face. And then we're tying up the ribbon like this. So you can press his ears down because you're going to fluff them up after. If it's easier. Oh, mine popped up. Sometimes it's nice to do it with two people just to help each other hold the head down.
But right now,
If you're doing it by yourself, that's okay. You can still do it. You just gotta kind of work the hands around it. I have to tell you a story. I made these washcloth bunnies. My mom showed me how to make them when I was a little girl.
And her mom is very crafty.
Yes, she is. So instead of just tying a bow right away, I'm going to tie a knot just to secure it a bit better, and then I'm going to tie the bow on top of it. I will as soon as I've done my bunny, honey. Just give me a sec, please. So my mommy, your grandma taught me how to do these.
And then, wait, are you the mommy? But are you the mommy? Are you my mom?
I'm going to do this a little bit tighter. I'm tying it around the back. And then the final bow in the front. So you can see I'm tying him. Here goes the bow for his hair around his ears. You can double bow it too, just to make it again a little bit more secure. And I'm going to make the bow a little bit smaller. The other one I thought this guy was a little bit too big with the bow. He was a bit too big of a bow. So you can always trim the edges. So I'm going to make this guy a little bit smaller. Tie it. And you can roll the ribbon if you want with your scissors. You can just trim it off. You just find a little thing there. There. And there you have the bunny body. Okay. One thing I might do is I might actually tie it back down a little bit just to secure it back around the body part. Which, because we have a whole roll of ribbon, it's completely up to you. We could have done that while we were tying it, but I'm just going to secure it a little bit because I feel like this guy's just a little bit loose. I think we'll find with when Sawyer's doing with the microfiber that her material will be a little bit better to work with there. So I'm just tying underneath him again, just to secure. Yeah, it was a good price, those microfiber cloths at the dollar store. And that was a Dollarama I found those in, so you might not be able to find them at every dollar store. We found them at the Dollarama.
You may try to do it.
And I'm just going to trim the ribbon off these guys, and then pop his ears up. Okay, so there you can see he doesn't have a face yet, but we'll get there.
Here, because it's going to put googly eyes and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, eyes and nose, and he needs a tail, and if you want to do color in his ears, you can, but you don't have to. Okay, that's his body. So should we help you with yours, Miss Sawyer? Okay, so you've got the knot, which is great. How do you want to do his tail? Do you want to use a cotton ball or a pom-pom? Do you want to sew it or glue it?
I would like to glue it and I like to use a pom-pom.
Okay, so for the glue, we're just using regular craft glue. And to make it easier, although this does have, we've got just, you can use a paper plate or paper is what we used. So we have some scrap paper lying around. But we just put a little bit of glue right here. That way we can both dip into it. That's a bit too much. That's okay. And you just want to use a little bit of glue. You don't need a lot. But again, like I said, depends on what you do. So while Sawyer's doing that, I'm actually going to sew the tail on mine just so you can see the difference. And Sawyer's just going to put a few little, do you want some googly eyes? You're gluing googly eyes on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here, googly eyes. So I'm going to sew the tail on, which is going to be a pom-pom as well. For the cotton balls, you'd probably want to glue them on. You could also stick a little fluffy cotton in his ears too if you wanted to, but I'm just going to use it for the tail right now.
Okay.
So I have a needle and thread here, and all I did was thread my needle, and then I just tied a knot, a couple knots at the end just to secure it there. And I'm just going to sew a little spot to where I want my tail into the cloth there. Probably pretty secure. I just give a little tug just to make sure he's secure, and then I just put it through one side of the pom-pom like that, so you can see that my bunny is secure. And at any time you can cut the thread and pull it. Yeah, I have one of those too. And that's funny, that's Michael's. I think the dollar store eyes would fall apart that easy, not the Michael's ones. But they were just $1.25 for the package. Quality. Okay.
There we go.
So I've just stitched the bunny tail on. I might do it a couple more times just to make it that much more secure. But again, it's very, all they have to do is cut it off if they want to. There we go. So then what I'm going to do is kind of tuck it underneath so that you can't see. Finish it off, instead of trying to tie a knot, what they often teach in sewing is you just kind of loop your needle through before pulling it all the way tight. And I do it twice, where I loop it through the circle, as you can see there, and then as you pull it, you just kind of push down so your knot goes as close to the bunny's bottom as possible so you can't see it. And then you cut it, cut your thread. And there we have a bunny tail sewn on. So now the other piece you can do is if you want this bunny to be again temporary and used as a brand new washcloth, you could just use washable marker to do his eyes and nose if you wanted to, and that way when they go to wash the washcloth it'll be, you know, a brand new washcloth still. In this case, although I showed you how to sew on the bunny tail, I do want to use googly eyes because again, craft glue isn't really super permanent either. So if they really want to take the eyes off and then put it through the wash, that would be fine as well.
Good. I got my eyes white on, and I think I might want to cut my nose out.
Okay. So I'm just gonna do a couple dabs, and you want to stick the eyes on pretty quickly because it's a washcloth. The glue will soak into the fabric. So the reason I put the glue on the washcloth instead of the eyes is because I find it easier to ensure where you want to place it. It's hard to stick them on sometimes and move them around afterwards. And I like my eyes close together just because I think it's cute. Sawyer did hers a little bit further apart.
Yeah, because I kind of don't want it too close, so because then it might look weird. Because I've seen a little bunny and a baby bunny.
They can't hear you whispering quiet. So let's show you Sawyer's how she's making it on hers. Oh, they're very cute. They're very close together, just like mine.
I'm trying to get
And I like your bow better than mine too. I think because mine I curled and left long, but I like yours with a shorter bow.
And I need the ears to go up, so that's a problem. But if you have that problem, I'm going to show you.
Alright. So why don't we do the ears next? Okay, well there's lots of glue on the paper. Just grab your stick. So you get some glue off the paper here, and then you just put a little bit on the ears. You don't need a lot because mostly you're just going to stick it inside the ear. We just do a little bit to secure it. So then you're just going to pop it in here like that.
I already have my ears cut out.
Just press down.
I think I might need a glue gun actually.
A little bit more of this. Okay, just put a little bit more glue on there. Pop your ear in here. Okay. Yes, here.
You see the deal somewhere?
Yes, bunny. Okay. So I didn't cut myself out a nose, but I know you cut one out. So if you use your little scissors, it's a bit easier when you're doing really small things like that. But I like to do a bit of an upside down triangle with curvy edges for the nose. hard to put glue on it. Yeah, put some there. Yep. So you just use a little bit of glue. You can be generous again because it will absorb into the washcloth.
What's
So generous means you can use more than just a little bit. So you just put the glue right there where you want the nose. Oh, that's another. Yeah, that also means right. You can use a. Yeah. Okay. So you just stick your nose on like that.
And the tail.
Okay. So there's our bunny.
I'm not
Cute.
finished.
I know you're not, honey. We'll help you do yours next.
Really.
There's my bunny with a little tail, and if we want to put little Easter eggs in for our guests, we can stick a couple in here. And you can shove them right in there, like a little holder.
Mom, I need to do that.
Just did two, yeah. Very cute little bunny.
This is hard enough.
Okay, for that you can put it on the paper. Will you watch it, Mom? Okay, so this is where the paper here is over here, so the people can see. It's okay, you can wash it off the table. Use some glue, put it on the paper, and then we just kind of stick it in here. The ears with the terry cloth. Now, if you are just doing it for a bunny that you're keeping as a bunny, not as a washcloth, you can cut things. If you want the ears to be a little bit open more, you could cut this piece out here so you could see the insides a little bit more. Sawyer's concerned about her bunny ears not standing up very well, so we can also just kind of fold them over here like that. Thank you. And use a bit more glue.
I might want to stick on it.
Yep. And if your ears are closed up like that too, you don't have to put pink inside the ears. We just did it for a little extra color, a little bit more detail.
Yeah. And if you're doing the pink one, you will want to put cotton balls or nothing in the ears.
Okay, do you want to put your nose on? Go, and there's Sawyer's little bunny, so
I
cute.
want a trophy.
You gonna put eggs in your bunny?
Yeah.
There you go.
And I want a trophy.
And that's how you make
I'm still working on
washcloth Easter bunny.